All right, welcome into the Aces Loaded podcast. This is episode number 8, and today our guest is Tyler Gilbert. Tyler, thanks for coming on. I think you're our first lefty pitching guest, so that checks off just about all the boxes for us, so welcome aboard.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This is going to be good.
Santa Cruz, California, your hometown, right?
Yeah.
We just came back from Sacramento. How far is that from your hometown?
It's about 2.5 hours, a little southwest. Little beach town over there, north of Monterey. Yeah, it's not too bad. I actually went home before that series, so it was nice to be able to drive back and forth.
What was that like growing up in Santa Cruz? You said beach town. Was there a lot of surfing going on?
Yeah, a lot of surfing. Yeah. It's a pretty quiet, calm town. I grew up by the beach, and I like doing everything that includes ocean sports, activities, all that. So it was a nice balance between baseball and the beach life.
So high school, was it just baseball, or was it all sorts of sports? Did you ever surf competitively, or was it that just recreation?
Just recreation. And in high school, I played football, a little bit of basketball my freshman year, and then baseball. So I was always doing something at some point of the year. And then in the summer, always trying to go down to the beach and surf and hang out. So I was always doing something.
You were the male high school athlete of the year, I believe, at one point, right?
Yeah, it was my senior year. Yeah, in 2012.
So that wasn't just baseball then. What position did you play in football?
I was quarterback and then free safety as well.
Two-way guy.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of guys or a lot of kids at our high school, so a lot of the football players had to go both ways, offense, defense. So, and then baseball too, so it was good.
QB1, how long did you start for in high school?
I was a starter for 3 years. My junior year, I actually played a little receiver because our senior quarterback was the starter. But so I started 3 out of 4 years at quarterback.
After high school, you went to Santa Barbara Community College, right?
That's right.
Tell me, what was that experience like?
Great, man. I got hurt junior and a little bit of senior in baseball, so it kind of messed up my opportunities of going D1. But I wanted to get out of town and kind of go my own way, and Santa Barbara City seemed like a great fit and probably one of the better decisions I've ever made. You know.
From then, USC, right?
Yeah.
What was that like? How far is that from home?
It's about a 6-hour drive down in LA. USC was awesome. It was a really incredible experience, and very honorable baseball program they have there, and so it was just awesome. Academics, everything there. It was a really good experience, and I was happy enough to get the opportunity to get a scholarship there. You know.
So you're drafted in 2015 by the Phillies. Let's talk about the minor league grind, because it's not talked about enough. Tell us about coming up with that organization from the lowest level, and then I guess to your time being selected by the Diamondbacks in the Rule 5. Yeah,
so I was basically a year-to-year guy when I was with the Phillies. Like every year I'd go up a level, basically. So, the grind it's a definite grind in the minor league, especially when you're making not that much money at all when you're under that minor league contract. But once you get out of that and you start making a little money, it definitely makes it more worth it. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's definitely, you got to be pretty mentally strong to grind through that and try and see your own light at the end of the tunnel, whether it's getting to the big leagues or playing overseas or something. But yeah, it's definitely a grind, and you got to just be positive throughout it, you know.
Moving from the Philadelphia organization to Arizona, just tell us what that's like, changing locker rooms and having to adjust to move across the country.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Back home, I guess.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice because I came back closer to home. Yeah. But definitely, it's just a good experience to get a new environment. And yeah, I'm happy that the Diamondbacks saw something in me and got me in that minor league Rule 5 and gave me the opportunity in 21 to see what I can do. And right now I've been feeling good, and my goal is to get back there. So, and I know I will.
Yeah, we can touch on the no-hitter if you want. So, big league debut, you throw a no-hitter. Going into that first start, what were you expecting, and what was the how were you feeling going into that?
Yeah, it was not a lot of sleep the night before, like first start in the big leagues against San Diego. So I knew I had my work cut out for me, and my goal, I've said this in other interviews too, my goal was to get through 5 innings and put the team in a position to win that game. And the 5th turns into the 6th, that turns into the 7th, and then in the 8th inning, 3 pitches, 3 outs. So the 9th, it was just the stars aligned that night, man. It was crazy.
Center field. Marte. Yeah! It's a no-hitter.
Yeah, when did you kind of realize that it was going well for you and you hadn't given up a hit and that it could be something special?
I kind of toward like at the end of the 5th inning when I looked up and I was like this is happening, and then just try to not let that affect me and just continue to do my thing. And luckily there were some hard hit balls that night, but they were just going right to guys, so it was pretty wild to see.
Outside of baseball, what do you like to do?
I like being outdoors. Like I said, I like going to the beach. Santa Cruz is cool because there's mountains and then there's also the beach. So it's like you go on hikes, go up to the river in my little hometown that I grew up in, and just doing stuff outdoors. Love it.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.